Good morning, good morning, good morning. I have some breaking news coming out of Washington, D.C. This could partially explain why Joe Biden was forced out of the White House. There is Biden crime families coming out of the Department of Justice. Why now? Why leak this information now? Plus, more on Donald Trump's shooting. We have some new bombshell evidence and video cam footage showing the police not protecting the president. So I want to go through all of that. Thank you so much for joining me today. The Department of Justice has just leveled the most serious accusations against Hunter Biden yet. Although he's already facing tax charges, new evidence suggests he acted as an unregistered foreign agent, and this evidence will be presented during his upcoming trial. Despite attempts to dismiss this evidence, special counsel Derek Hines found it critical as it reveals Hunter Biden's state of mind during the period in question. Hunter, for years, has tried to dodge responsibility by claiming he was a drug addict. But special counsel Hines points out that his actions don't reflect someone with diminished capacity at all. Hines stated the defendant's actions do not reflect someone with a diminished capacity, given that he agreed to attempt to influence U.S. policy and receive millions of dollars pursuant to an oral agreement. Now, let me dive into the details with you. Starting in 2015, Hunter Biden entered into a business relationship with Romanian real estate mogul Gabriel Popoviciu. On paper, Hunter was supposed to provide management services for Popoviciu's properties, but prosecutors alleged that it was just a cover to give money to influence the United States. Now, in reality, it looks like Popoviciu was trying to buy his way into Hunter Biden's network to influence U.S. public policy and end an ongoing Romanian investigation into his alleged affair. Now, as proof of this, the DOJ filing further stated the evidence will show the defendant performed almost no work in exchange for the millions of dollars his entities received. So millions of dollars, nothing provided of value. Cover up a Romanian affair, also influence United States policy. Now, despite paying Hunter Biden and his associates more than $3 million, they were ultimately useless to this Romanian oligarch. In 2016, Popoviciu was charged with bribery for paying off Romanian officials to acquire land at a massive discount, padding his own pocket with profits. He's now serving 7 years in prison. Meanwhile, Hunter Biden is walking around thanks to the protection of Daddy Joe Biden. Now, this is a nightmare for the Harris campaign. Remember, she's a prosecutor. She's excellent at sniffing out crimes. And somehow she doesn't know that the president and the president's son were raking in millions and millions of dollars selling out the United States of America. While President Biden hasn't been directly accused of wrongdoing yet, the implications are damning. Hunter's influence was heavily tied to his father being vice president of the United States of America. As previously stated, Hunter and his associates took in over $3 million in cash, raising serious questions about where that money went and what influence he was able to get out of his dad, the vice president. Now, I have a feeling they knew this would come out, which is another reason why Joe Biden stepped down. This scandal is only beginning to blow up. It's about to get much, much worse. So, is he going to forgive Hunter and himself? Is he going to seek coverage from the new potential president, Kamala Harris? Or is she going to do the right thing as a former prosecutor and stab him in the back and rat him out as the criminal that he is. I don't know, but this is a big bombshell story. Millions and millions of dollars moved in order to influence Vice President Biden to do favors for Romanian citizens. By the way, thank you guys so much for liking and sharing these videos because it really helps me. Last week, you gave one of my videos over 40,000 likes. So thank you guys so much. All right, now, as we wait for that to happen against the Biden crime family, Representative Nancy Pelosi is already paving her own path. During an interview with The New Yorker, Pelosi stated, "I've never been impressed with Biden's political operation." Wait a minute. I thought this guy was the best president you've ever had. Now you're not impressed? Pelosi also admitted to privately discussing her concerns with Joe Biden before he stepped down. She stated, "I never called one person, but people are calling me saying that there was a challenge there. So there had to be a change in the leadership of the campaign." Now, the reality is they used blackmail in order to get the sitting president to step down. Blackmail about his family crimes, blackmail about his weak mental state, the fact that he had dementia, the fact that Kamala Harris was covering this up and lying to the American people for 3.5 years. Now, former President Donald Trump also commented on Biden's forced withdrawal, claiming that people on the other side have privately told him Biden only had two options. The first one was to withdraw and be a hero. They would literally explain how he was a hero, or be forcefully removed under the 25th Amendment. Now, during that same speech, Donald Trump stated, "The fact that you can get no votes, lose in the primary system, and you can be picked to run for president seems to be unconstitutional." Well, it is, Don, but guess what? They're going to do it anyway because they do not care about the rule of law. They do not care about democracy. Those are just talking points to their voters that don't really pay attention to the truth. Now that Biden is officially out of the way, their next magic trick will be to convince the American public that Kamala Harris is actually popular, that Kamala Harris is actually brilliant, articulate, intelligent, upright, that she has incredible moral character. Now, earlier today from her rally, which was posted, it showed an insanely large crowd. While the crowd was big, what they don't tell you is they used artificial intelligence to make the crowd look bigger. And number two, it was a free concert where people were promised the opportunity to hear one of their favorite bands and to see celebrities. That's why there was a big line. It wasn't Kamala Harris. All of that was to draw people in. And then the marketing team dropped on the top layer. Oh, and presidential candidate Kamala Harris will actually be there. Now, they were able to figure out that AI was used in some of the photography because when you zoom in, you can see on the little fake characters' cell phones, they're all pointing towards Kamala Harris and her airplane, but they're all filming something different. Also, when you zoom in, artificial intelligence is not very good with the human hand. So you have hands holding a phone and they look like crippled hands or they're missing fingers. So do not be tricked by the Harris campaign. They are lying in order to make her look popular. Now, ultimately, Harris will be tested and she won't be able to hide from this unless she backs out. But Donald Trump has now agreed to do 3 debates in the month of September. This dude is coming for her, and he is going to wipe the floor with her, as they say, on national television. During a press conference at Mar-a-Lago, President Trump stated, "I look forward to these debates because I think we have to set the record straight." So he wants to publicly tell the American people, listen, you're being lied to. You are being absolutely manipulated. All right, now I have a new bombshell video out that the FBI was trying to bury and hide because it shows that dozens and dozens of people knew that Donald Trump's life was in danger, and yet they didn't pull him off the stage. They didn't tell his surrounding Secret Service group to rush in. So I want to go through all of that, but first, a word from our show sponsor. If you're a homeowner like me, when's the last time you checked on the title of your home? You know, the legal document that shows that you own it. If the answer is never, you need to know about a fast-growing scam the FBI labeled house stealing. It's real and it's dangerous. Now, I was recently given a demonstration on how easy this scam is, and I was shocked, absolutely shocked. Now, this is a document that is called a quitclaim deed. It's all filled out and shows I sold my house to a fake person that doesn't exist. My address, my name, even a fake version of my signature was placed. This document then gets stamped with a fake notary seal, which you can buy off Amazon or the internet. You then go to your county official and boom, it's done. That's all it takes for my home to be transferred out of my name without my knowledge. But here's the thing, the scammers, they don't want your house. They want your equity. They know that there's been a boom in real estate and that hundreds of millions of Americans are sitting on equity. They then go in and take out loans using your homes as collateral, and they disappear, leaving you with a financial and legal nightmare. But you can protect yourself from this despicable crime right now with triple lock protection from HomeTitleLock.com. The first step is to check on your home's title to see if it's still in your name. You can find out now at HomeTitleLock.com. Enter your address and you'll receive a complete title scan to see if you're already a victim. Make sure to use promo code Gardner, and this scan and a free 30-day trial of their triple lock protection are free. The link is below, HomeTitleLock.com, promo code Gardner. Do it today. Protect yourself today. HomeTitleLock.com. All right, now, amid criticism that Harris's VP pick, Governor Tim Walz, lied about serving in war, an old video from 2009 has resurfaced, which shows a veteran confronting Tim Walz's staff on this topic. On top of this, Command Sergeant Major Thomas Behrens and Paul Herr, who served with Tim Walz, authored a letter in 2019 calling Walz fraudulent and shameful for retiring after he found out his unit was being deployed to Iraq. Now, to make matters worse, Walz reportedly told his unit not to worry because he was going, which turned out to be a big lie. So Democrats are saying, wait a minute, Republicans are just bringing this story up now. They're trying to shame a veteran now. The reality is, this is a story that they have been trying to expose since 2009 and also 2019. This guy has done stolen valor, where you pretend to be a military war hero when in fact he was not. And when confronted about this, Kamala Harris said, you know, we should just be grateful for anybody that serves. That's not the point. The point is he lied and he abandoned his group and then went on to brag as if he was a military hero. He is not. But guess what? More and more is going to come out about Kamala Harris and about Tim Walz. And I'm not talking just about the fact that Kamala Harris's husband was sleeping with his babysitter. More is going to come out, I promise you. Now, during an interview with Laura Ingraham on Fox News, Behrens stated, from what I get from the soldiers that I went to Iraq with, probably 98% of them are completely against Tim Walz's embellished military record. Don't try to make it look like you were a command sergeant major. Don't make it look like you were going to some place that was in support of Operation Enduring Freedom. That's just all embellishment and lies to make things look better. All right, now I have some body cam footage from the police officer who was hoisted up on the roof before the Trump assassination attempt took place. The FBI tried to bury this. However, Senator Chuck Grassley got it and immediately leaked it on Twitter so that that video could not be buried. In the video, officers immediately jumped down from the roof as soon as he tried to pull himself up. While the shooter, Thomas Crooks, cannot be seen in the video, it's clear this police officer saw something that made him fear for his life and for the life of President Donald Trump. But then they didn't announce it to the Secret Service. Now, this officer was not a coward like many made him out to be. He immediately rushed to gain a safer vantage point with his weapon. Furthermore, Butler County Sheriff Mike Sloop argued that the officer saved Trump's life by interrupting the sniper who had to shift his attention away. So although they should have called this in and alerted Trump and the Secret Service, interrupting and scaring Thomas Matthew Crooks likely was also part of saving Donald Trump's life. So Trump changing his head position and also interrupting his getting a bead on the president's face. Now, in addition to body cam footage obtained by the Washington Post, the Secret Service was blamed for the attempt after it took place. One officer can be heard stating, "I effing told them that they needed to post guys effing over here. I told them that effing Tuesday. I talked to the Secret Service guys. They're like, yeah, no problem. We're going to post a guy over here." Why does the local police have to explain to the Secret Service how to do their job? Why was this roof left open? So now the Secret Service, the perimeter Secret Service, they look even more complicit in a cover-up, in a stand down, in allowing Thomas Matthew Crooks to gain this proximity to the former president. And the police are more and more looking like a hero. Let me go ahead and watch that with you right now. All right, now the first minute of this is silence. This police officer is saying, hold on, we don't have a ladder. Boost me up. I want to see. They're saying that there's somebody on the roof with a gun. So the other police officer hoists him up. He gets his position. He looks over the top. You and I don't see anything. He immediately sees Thomas Matthew Crooks with a gun. He panics and screams and then runs in order to get his weapon. At this point, he is alerting the police and the other people in the area that this is bad. This is bad. We've got to get somebody over there. But this information is not being relayed to the Trump Secret Service team. Secret Service is not getting the message. But this guy, he is trying desperately to get visual on Thomas Matthew Crooks. He's trying to let the other people know we've got to get somebody in there. You can see he is doing absolutely everything he can to get eyeballs on Thomas Matthew Crooks. Again, this should have all been radioed in. You can see this is new footage that we weren't made aware of. They are trying to get eyeballs on Crooks so that they can try to take him out, get him to stand down. At this point, they don't know what's going on, but the distraction of all of this likely also helped former. Okay, here's the volume.
This close, bro. Dude, he turned around on me. He's straight up.
Okay, we have 2 civilians attending to him.
I don't know. Who's got eyes on him?
Why aren't they telling the sniper team?
Back up.
Seriously, he was right where you picked me up, bro. He was on that left side.
I know exactly where he is.
I mean, fully shot. The lady's been shot in the stairs, the four stairs. I need an ambulance for the back of the foreign.
See behind his arm.
Get them out of here! Get them out! Yo, Blasco! Yo, you about to hop up. He's laying down. He's on our next building over. Right after the gap. He's got glasses, long hair. Need a ladder. She's gonna hole.
Now, what's confusing to me is why is nobody going up? They know that he's armed. So are they worried that if their head comes above the roof line, they're going to be popped? I mean, they see that he's pointing a gun down towards the president. Why are they not alerting the Secret Service?
Yo, Mike, I climbed the wall and I popped my head right in front of him, bro. He's got a book bag. He's got mag AR laying down. Yeah, he's laying down, prone out, book bag next to him.
Give me a hard line. Most sections over here. Most sections over here.
This reminds me a little bit of the Uvalde, Texas school shooting. Remember when there was like 25 people with like high power rifles and pistols, and they're all standing around not protecting those children? That is now a massive like $100 million lawsuit. But all of these guys are trained for this very scenario, and then they're not getting up to the roof.
But watch out, because he can come right down on you over there. Oh, this is going to drop. Hold. Keep eyes on. Give me a ladder.
You hear that? Give me a ladder.
Follow the ambulance to the stands.
Keep eyes up. Eyes up. This building. He was on top of this building. The left one. I jumped up.
Go by the yellow crane. This is a very serious.
Left side, the first one.
Serious.
That one, laying down. There's a gap in between you and there.
Hey, can you get an ambulance to the VIP tent?
Let me see your hand.
Why is it taking so long? Listen, we're seeing all that. I mean, there are dozens of people that are trying to get to this guy. Why is nobody saying, hey, we have a situation, shooter on the roof, get Donald Trump off the stage until we clear the danger? But that's not happening.
Let me see your hand.
Yeah.
We have a unit on the roof.
Affirmative.
Give me some towel.
Yo, Tess, you got me up once, bro. Yo, Tess, you got me up once. Give me up again.
One more.
Ready? Ready? Yep.
All right, ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Okay, look at this. So that's kind of blurry, but look right down the middle. The guy's already gone. He's already dead. Look at that long river of blood. So supposedly shot from the front, no blood splatter or brain matter or skull, and his heart pumped uphill, and then was able on a hot roof to have a river of blood coming down. And then why were they so panicked if he's already on the roof dead? I'm telling you, something is not adding up. See, look at that river of blood coming off of this guy. His gun's over here. I don't know if the police moved that. Something is not right. Look at that. I'm sorry that this is a little bit grainy, but yeah, this is a new bombshell information. We would not have had this video if it weren't for Senator Chuck Grassley leaking that information. Pretty wild. Let me know. Type S if this is suspicious to you. Type N if this is normal. If you think this is normal, to me, this is suspicious. Like so many people standing around, and then he's already dead on the roof. Then why didn't they go up? Why didn't we hear the gunshots in their audio recording? I don't know. Something is, it's as the kids say, super sus. That is totally sus. Looks kind of weird. All right, let me share a few other news stories with you. Former President Donald Trump's favorability and approval rating are approaching an all-time high, according to RCP and 538. These are two watchdog approval rating groups. So the media is telling us that Trump is sinking. He might as well give up. He might as well just stop, stop his campaigning. Meanwhile, these independent groups are saying he's the most popular he's ever been. He's more popular right now than even when he was president. His approval rating is the highest it's ever been. Also, a majority of Americans are now completely opposed to giving more U.S. taxpayer money to Ukraine. They say they cannot defeat Russia. It is time to end this war. Kamala Harris's group has announced that they will not debate Donald Trump on Fox News. That's right. Vice President Kamala Harris, the nominee, will only debate Trump on ABC News, where she will get softball questions and coverage from George Stephanopoulos. She is refusing to debate Donald Trump over on Fox News. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin signs an executive order that you can only vote in the state of Virginia on paper ballots. So only on paper ballots. And we have the official date for the ABC debate with Donald Trump and Kamala Harris. That will take place on September 10th. And I will be there to keep you on in the loop on everything that is going on. Pretty crazy. You guys are saying SSSS, big time S, suspicious. This is a communication breakdown. Why weren't they on the roof? Why was he already dead by the time they got up there? Yeah, these are all my same questions. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Illegals are getting too much free stuff. Trump, I can't wait to see Trump debate that hyena. Your words, not mine. Oh, man, pretty crazy. All right, I'll let you get back to your day. I love you guys. Stay amazing. Check out HomeTitleLock.com, and I will see you on the next video.